On the occasion of 75 years of Sweden-India diplomatic relations, the ambassador of Sweden, Mr. John Thesleff, inaugurated the Sweden-India Art Street in collaboration with Delhi Street Art and Swedish artist Jonathan Josephson. The wall was unveiled by the Director General of Indian Council of Cultural Relations, Kumar Thuhin, along with the ambassador of Sweden. My colleague Brian visited the inauguration to speak with the various artists and dignitaries.
On the occasion of the 75 years of the diplomatic relation between both India and Sweden, a beautiful artwork has been, unveiled today at the Khan Market where we are right now, where the Ambassador of Sweden, John Thesleff, Director General of ICCR, Kumar Thuhin also were present at this very event. If you show you the visuals also, you can actually see, the people are taking pictures. They are in a gala mood, and this is the vibe of this very street art. And if you show you the visuals also, viewers, this is the beautiful, the magnanimous artwork that has been, made in just 3 days. When we spoke to the artist also, he said it just took him 3 days to complete this, this artwork. This talks about the 75 years of the diplomatic relations between both India and Sweden. There are hidden, intricate elements that we will leave the viewers to decode what it is. But if you get a closer look, you can actually see it's written Sweden and India. Here there is written Sambandh, and also this very intricate, this very artwork definitely highlights the relationship, the diplomatic relationship between both Sweden and India in terms of art, in terms of culture, in terms of heritage, and the importance of the diplomatic relations between both the nations, and how good these diplomatic, how good their diplomatic relations state. And even the Ambassador of Sweden also, John Thesleff, spoke about how important and how much they keep doing these artworks, these street artworks to celebrate the relation between both India and Sweden. This is me, Brian Anthony Thomas, signing off with camera person Pavan for NewsX Delhi. So viewers, everyone who are watching us live on television, yes, there was a celebration of 75 years of diplomatic relation with Sweden and India, both where the Ambassador of Sweden, John Thesleff, and even the Director General of ICCR, Kumar Thuhin, inaugurated this beautiful artwork that is behind me. And even earlier also we've spoken to Jonathan, who has said that it took him 3 days to complete this artwork. And now we have with us is Akshat, who is the owner or the founder of DSA, CEO of DSA. So to our viewers who are watching us live on television, what exactly is DSA? What is the journey of DSA? Can you just talk our viewers through about the journey and also how it started?
So to start to talk about DSA, which in itself means Delhi Street Art, I think I have to start with the individual Yogesh Saini, who returned from US and once jogging through the Lodi Gardens, realized that the garbage bins looked dirty, reached out to the NDMC. This is way back in 2013. Street art was not a phenomenon in Delhi. And when he reached out to the NDMC, they were surprised that somebody actually came up to beautify something, and there was a lot of apprehension in their mind. But he got them to change their mind, got them to allow him to do that. And that single initiative of his has helped over half years last to create a movement, because we are not just painting walls, we are painting streets, we are painting roads, we are painting schools, malls, we are painting ceilings, we are painting dhalaus, dirty dustbins, we are painting also places like waste to energy, which are plants where you have to wear, irrespective of the pollution levels and the AQI levels in Delhi, you have to wear masks because you cannot stand there, because a person who has really reached out to lives, changed and impacted a lot of youngsters. I'm saying all this in the past tense because we lost him last week. We lost him last week, and we're kind of still struggling with this loss. But the stories that I'm hearing from the individuals whose lives he has impacted, these students, these children, 15, 16-year-olds, and who are now been able to make something out for themselves in the industry, be it as a creative designer, artist, painter. What we also do is work with the communities, and that I think is one of the differences that our organization had apart from the other organizations, and there are many who are working in the street art sector. We work with the communities directly. We go there, We don't teach them. We allow them to be a part of our teams. And once they start to paint with us, there's a sense of ownership and our artworks remain longer unless the wall falls on its own. The people are interested to keep it clean. The people living there are interested in keeping it safe. And I think it's about building these bonds between the areas that we occupy and reside in, and not just come from the outside and just do something, a mishmash, as an understanding of what we understand of that culture, of that space. So even for Jonathan to come here and paint in this city, we had a lot of work. So it's not just 3 days of work. It's actually more than 6 months of work where the designs went back and forth, where he tried to understand what we were trying to create. We spoke to NDMC as the people who own the wall and the Khan Market Association. So there has to be a consultation with everybody who's involved before you really go and paint out there. Graffiti, it is an act of expression, but it's also an act of change. And I think through street art, through Delhi street art, we've been fortunate enough to make this change in many cities, not just in Delhi, one wall at a time.
So, is this the first time you're working with an embassy? And if it is yes, then how was your experience working with the Sweden embassy?
Working with the Swedish embassy was really nice because the people are very open and very accommodating. And to your question, if this is the first time, no. We've worked with lots of embassies. There's a CP wall with the Israel embassy of Indian Jew heroines, like Nadira and all who are there. Then we worked with the German embassy at the Sundar Nursery. We worked with the Finland embassy, Lithuanian embassy. We worked with more than 25 embassies. And on the whole, I would say that it's always been a pleasure to work with them. The engagement might have been different. At times we painted for them. There are times when we have painted with the artist. So each engagement has its own kind of a story and relevance to the place it is painted on. But the engagement and the association has always been top-notch. And I can say that Yogesh Saini's impact on the people that he worked with at the embassies is huge, because even at his cremation and prayer meet, there were a lot of people from the embassies, ambassadors included, who stepped out to pay their last respects to the individual.
And my very last question to you, no initiative is incomplete without a team. And to all the viewers who are watching us on television, I would request you to introduce your team and tell them their roles, so that our viewers also know the team, the hard work that a team puts forth to put something this marvelous come to life for these viewers who are watching us on live, or maybe the people just who are walking by, who are just passing by and standing and taking their own pictures.
Right, so you're absolutely right. No organization works without a team. It's never a single individual effort. But it's also that we have a very small core team. Although we have 50,000 volunteers who we can reach out to, and on any given day we send out a mail, and there are about 50 to 100 people who will turn up for that event in a space of an evening. But the core team itself, I've got Sandeep Shah. So Sandeep has been painting, he's one of the senior artists with us, and he's been painting for more than 6 years, I think, with
10
us.
years.
You started from the first one,
Yes,
so
sir.
he's been there since the start. And we are lucky enough that we have Virender, who's also one of the senior artists, doing a lot of text and calligraphy work and line work. We've got Bittu and Raju, who hold up the materials, the preparation, the wall preparations. Nothing gets done unless the wall is prepared in a proper fashion. We have Raj. So Raj has also been with us since the first day, I think. Yeah, I think most of us are from the first day itself. So Raj is also he does skates and he does a lot of doodling, and we've got a studio in Hako Butler School where there's an entire room which he has doodled in. So that's something that, if possible, people should visit.
Definitely. To
Then,
all the viewers,
yeah.
do visit, and please reach out to them as well.
And we have Deepak Saini, another one of the leading stars. So he's into project management along with being one of the senior artists, also working on the designs at times. We've got Yashika. Yashika has also been since DSA has been there. So she primarily handles all the project management. And we have more people. We have Anmol, we have Amy, we have Tabrez. We have a team of about 10 people. Primarily, everybody has their own signified roles, but we keep we have to keep managing other people's works as well, because we work in multiple cities. We work on multiple projects at the same time. So from painting to management to procurement, execution, and finally the events. We do a lot of events where we work with volunteers. So that's one day where we reach out to our volunteers who will come and act on our behalf. So it's a team which keeps increasing and decreasing to the size. Our 8 to 10 people are the core. Although for now the nucleus is missing, and we'll definitely miss Yogesh.
Thank you so much. So viewers who are watching us on television, this was Akshit who beautifully said that what we see here, when we also see something this art, there is not just 3 days of painting, but also there's a to and fro of design exchanges, brainstorming, which takes 6 months, 7 months, or even more of such hard works that many people who are seeing us or who just pass by, they just see a glimpse of it and they come here, they take pictures. But there is an immense number of hard works. There's a big team that goes on to, play such an important, such a pivotal role in keeping or in making something this marvelous. So thank you, Akshit, for being there with us on NewsX, and to the Ambassador of Sweden, John Thesleff, or the Director General of ICCR, who we already spoke to. This is me, Brian Anthony Thomas, signing off with camera person Pavan for NewsX Delhi. To all the viewers who are watching us live on television, behind me is this beautiful artwork that celebrates the 75 years of both India and Sweden relationship. And this very artwork also has very intricate details for all the viewers to decode the kind of elements, the number of elements that is there. And also we have with us a very special guest, the artist behind making this beautiful artwork, this street artwork that celebrates the 75 years between Sweden and India. We have with us Jonathan. Firstly, hi Jonathan, welcome to NewsX. My very first question to you would be, just brief our viewers who are watching us on television about the art and the importance of this street art that you've made.
Yeah, it's very important because this is art in the streets, so it's for everyone to see. You don't have to step into a gallery to view the art. It's there already in the streets, so when you walk around, you will catch it. Maybe if you're not that interested, you see it in the corner, but otherwise you maybe stop and take a look. And for this artwork there is a lot of things to see, so you can spend some time and look into it.
And as an artist, how much time did it take you to make something like this? And also, what kind of challenges did you face while making something this marvelous?
The time was first a lot of hours sketching for the artwork and deciding which sketch to use and what should be in it. But then when I do the actual artwork on site, I paint very fast. So I finished this big wall in only 3 days. Yeah. So I was here Thursday, Friday and Saturday working with it on site. One of the big challenges for me was maybe the height of the wall and climbing the scaffoldings, because that is always complicated to work with that. When you want to draw a line and you don't reach all the way, you have to climb to another level and so on. So that is always a little bit complicated.
So there are many hidden intricate details also that we will leave the viewers to decode it when they see it. So what kind of elements have you put in for viewers to understand the kind of elements that is hidden inside this art?
Yeah, there is a mix between classic cubism and very simple forms and a lot of buildings and architecture, both inspired from India and from Sweden. So, for example, there is an image that is a naive image of the Swedish City Hall, which is a very famous architecture building in Stockholm. I think it's just here right above me. If you know the building, you will see it. Otherwise, it's hard to see, but it's there.
Also, help me understand, there was a rickshaw also. Where exactly do you think it is?
Yeah, there is a rickshaw also. Always on the top, right over me here, there is hidden in between the forms. You can find it.
Thank you so much, Jonathan. It was lovely talking to you. Thank you. So yes, viewers, everyone watching us live on television, that was Jonathan, who is the person behind this beautiful artwork that definitely talks about the relation between both Sweden and India. This is me, Brian Anthony Thomas, signing off with camera person Pawan for NewsX Delhi. Behind me, viewers, you can see a beautiful street art that has been unveiled today, which also talks about the 75 years of both India and Sweden. And today we have someone who is very important, who will talk about the relations, who will talk about the role of ICCR. We have with us the DG of ICCR, Kumar Tuhin, sir. Sir, a very warm welcome to NewsX.
Thank you.
My very first question would be, how does the ICCR view the role of cultural initiatives like these in strengthening the bilateral ties between both India and Sweden?
See, our cultural relations between India and Sweden are already very strong, and what ICCR does is that we bring together many other elements of culture, and we try to build our relationship on the basis of these cultural ties.
And sir, in what ways does ICCR aim to engage the local community and promote cultural exchange through this street art per se?
Yeah. See, main role of ICCR is primarily cultural exchanges and cultural exchanges with other countries and partners. So as you can see, this is an art which has been done by the Swedish Embassy, and basically bringing together the various elements of Indian culture, Indian-Sweden cultural elements. And therefore, at such a prominent location, this not only brings to our audience and people the 75 years of our ties, but also highlights the different elements of culture that bind India and Sweden together.
And sir, my very last question to you would be, as the Director General of ICCR, what message would you like to, convey to the attendees, our viewers also who are watching us on television live, regarding the significance of both India and Sweden, and also like they have, this is a momentous occasion where they have completed 75 years also. So what do you have to tell our viewers about that? What message do you want to give out?
One message which, as you would have also noticed, is that art has to be also taken to the people and to the masses, and therefore the strength of public art like this is that it brings the message to the people directly.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Yeah. Thank you. So yes, viewers who are watching us live on television, that was Kumar Tuhin, who very beautifully spoke about both the relation between Sweden and India, and also the role that ICCR plays in the cultural ties, in the cultural exchanges between countries, be it this art or any other cultural art exchange, and the significance of street arts like this, which gives a very prominent presence to the people who are watching or they are coming here and even looking at something this marvelous. This is me, Brian Anthony Thomas, signing off with camera person Pawan for NewsX Delhi. We have the ambassador of Sweden, Jon Teslif, and he will be talking about, the artwork that has been, made here, the 75 years of both India and Sweden relationship. A very warm welcome to NewsX, sir. So my very first question to you would be, how has the India-Sweden collaboration in innovation and technology evolved over the years, and what are some key milestones achieved so far?
75 years of relations, we have developed so much together. We are co-creating together. And what we see here behind us today, this piece of art, is also a co-creation between a Swedish artist, Jonathan Josefsson, but also together with Delhi Street Art and together with a team of young Indian artists. And I think this is a symbol of the innovation, of the entrepreneurship that we are fostering together with India. India is such a dynamic country that if you are away for a month and you come back, so much has happened. And of course, over the 75 years, my country has evolved. India has evolved in a fantastic way. And this is a tribute to that, but also the tribute to the founder of Delhi Street Art, to Yogesh Saini, who sadly has left us very recently. But I think his way of bringing art to the street instead of bringing the street to the art is very important. That's also creativity. That's also a symbol of our collaboration.
And so, how do you see this initiative contributing to the broader celebration of the 70 years or 75 years of, diplomatic relations with both Sweden and India?
you can have collaboration, relations in so many different areas. But if you don't have it in culture, it will not really reach the people and reach the heart of the people. So I think that this is a way of showing people to people and the cultural aspect of both India and Sweden. So this is a very important milestone in the celebration and in, promoting the relations between our countries. We are very proud of those relations. We will build those relations. And if you come back in another 75 years, I guess I will not be here then, but if you come back in another 75 years, I can tell you that the canvas or the mural behind us will be even richer with new aspects. But this is a testimony to the rich relations we have today.
So my very last question to you would be, are there any future collaborations or initiatives that has been planned between India and Sweden in terms of art, culture, heritage?
There is continuous activities. Just follow our social media. You will see things coming up. We've had a lot of political visits. We've had a lot of cultural events. We have events in fashion. We will have an event in art and design and architecture coming up later this spring. And this fantastic mural will be here for many months. So it's something that people in Delhi, visitors, will be able to come and enjoy. And I was joking a little bit that I think there will be a traffic jam in front of this mural because so many people will stop and see what is this. And that's what we want to create. People should find out, they should look closely, they should find all the details inside this beautiful masterpiece.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So viewers, you've heard Jon Theslev, who's the ambassador of Sweden, very beautifully articulating the piece of art that has been done and also talking about the relation that both India and Sweden share, and that the occasion of 75 years definitely brings such a joyous moment for not just Sweden but also for India. This is me, Brian Anji Thomas, signing off with camera person Pawan for NewsX Delhi.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.